of all this. In Ogun State also, I think the committee is headed by a distinguished former senator, Benga Obadara, here in Ogun State, and of course other members of the committee are there. So we want to look at this issue, talking about federal government special public works initiative. Recently too, there was this furore when the minister in charge, Festus Keyamo, went to face a Senate committee on modus operandi. But anyway, that's not our business. But what we want to look at is how is it going to affect Nigerians positively, and of course, what is all about the advantages, definitely, and probably disadvantages also. So that is the focus for discussion this morning, and we have our guest in-house. Charity?
We'll have one member of the Public Works Ogun State Committee in the House, Comrade Yinka Folami. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, and good morning, our viewers all over the places.
And the second guest is a public analyst, and he has been with us before now, and he is coming again to talk about this issue that is all over the place in the nation. Alhaji Ramon Olu Oyineye. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning to you all.
All right, let me start from a member of the Ogun State Committee on Special Public Works, an initiative of the federal government in every local government in Nigeria, where each local government is expected to create jobs for 1,000 citizens of Nigeria, and of course 1,000 per local government. Comrade Folami, yes, what is this about?
Yeah, thank you very much. The Special Public Works Initiative is an initiative of the federal government for the grassroots youth, and it could also be tagged as COVID-19 palliatives for the youth. And it is expected that with the 3-month initiative program, that the youth would have been empowered a bit, at least to make it a kind of a cushion effect on whatever impact COVID-19 must have brought. So the federal government came up with that initiative, and the process of recruitment is actually ongoing, and we have been saddled with the responsibility of following the guidelines on how to ensure that the right people get involved, participate in the program. What are they expected to do? It's just it is expected that every successful candidate will be expected to embark on 1 or 2 projects that must have been identified by the committee in a particular local government. It could be planting of trees in the local within the local government. It could be painting. It could be sweeping. It could be just an intervention, to empower the youth. But the bulk of it is expected to go for the youth, and we have it to be for those who fall within the category of 18 and 51 years of age.
And it's for 3 months?
It's just for 3 months. We wouldn't know if the program will be extended, but definitely that will be the decision of the federal government. And in the states, we have the committee is headed by our distinguished senator, a former senator, Senator Benga Obadara, who has been piloting the affairs.
We'll still come back to what you are actually doing in Ogun State. Let me come to Alhaji Ramon Olu Oyineye. Looking at past experience in Nigeria, are we confident the right people will get this job? Or are we likely to have even those who have jobs, but that will just be there ghost and collect this money for the next 3 months. Isn't that possible? Or how confident are you about the success of this program?
Thank you very much. Well, first and foremost, we should thank the federal government because I believe not everything we just be saying why the federal government is doing this, doing that. We should thank them for coming up with such initiative. But however, we have to look at it very well. What is the modus operandi? What is the procedure that will be used for this thing? Why is the federal government telling us that we have only 1,000 youths in each of our local governments that needs to be empowered? This is just, for instance, this is Abeokuta. Let's start with from Abeokuta South. Are we saying we have only 1,000 youths in Abeokuta South that need to be empowered? Number one. Number two is that looking at it holistically, why is the Senate interested in the program? What is their interest in the program? You can see Senate have been trying to summon Keyamo, come and tell us how we are going to do it, because what I'm emphasizing, what I'm saying there is that they want to politicize the empowerment. Immediately it gets to the hand of the politicians, they will just try to put their boys there, and we are not having confidence in them that the right people will get it. As you rightly said, sir, you know, how will you imagine for someone that is already in the service of getting his remuneration from government and will still get that kind of opportunity? Or for a father that is opportune to be there to give it to his children? Instead of making sure that the thing go round to where we are supposed to get it to. So I'm not sure, we don't have the confidence in the government or the procedure. We have not seen the procedure yet. Are they telling us we have 1,000 youths that needs to be empowered in each of the local governments? Or how are they going to go about it? We don't have confidence in them. That is number one.
Let me start from this angle.
Okay.
We hear that the recruitment process is faulty from the people. We don't know if it is or it is not. And they are saying, they said they should go to NDE to collect the forms. And some said they should go to the state, local government to collect the forms. And some said it is from the committee itself. Which is which? And what is the requirement for a person to be qualified to be recruited?
Well, thank you very much. To actually clarify things as far as the recruitment process is concerned. You see, the initiative is expected to be apolitical. It is not expected to be politicized, and that is why our Festus Keyamo SAN insisted that you politicians come. It is not about it's not for politicians alone. It is expected to get spread across the local government and to get to the critical stakeholders, those who are in need of it. And that is what actually informed the composition of that committee. Like the committee that is headed by our distinguished Benga Badara, we have representatives of the youth in that committee. We have representatives of the Iyalojas in that committee. We have representative of the CAN. We have the representative of the Islamic NSCIE. We have representative, and even we do stand as watchdog. We're also invited. Okay, come, let us have representative of the civil society there. So I am not saying no that the whole process will be. I'm not saying the whole process is transparent now. And I cannot say the whole process will not be transparent. But what I have known is that with the way it is structured, I can say that going by the guidelines, it is expected to get to those who actually need it. And let me use this medium to debunk this.
What is the guideline?
That is what I want to say. We have not at any time sent forms out to any local government or whatsoever for people to be obtaining. The form is not out as at this moment I'm talking to you. And the application is going to be for free. It is not an online application. It does not require a website. It's going to be for free. It will get through the clusters. I have said something that the yellow jars will definitely have. They will have. They are going to be in charge of some funds. You will have the Christian Association of Nigeria. They also have allotted slots that will also be given so that it will get to them. The youth representative have allotted slot that goes to them so that it will get to the actual youth, and so also our elected officials who will know that they also have youth who will apply through their constituency offices. They are equally allotted a particular slot. So I expect that it will go round. Even with civil society, we have a particular slot that is being given that is expected to be given to members of the public and across the local government. So I want to believe if this process is followed duly, which we will ensure that that process is followed as expected in line with the guidelines that is being released by the Honorable Minister, let us not preempt. It should have impact. It should have impact. It should. And about the numbers well, to me, I also feel that going by statistics of unemployed, 1,000 may be actually too small per each local government, but I think there are several initiatives of the government in that regard. We would expect that the Empower as well, they should also
cover some ground.
On some ground. So we can, at the end of the day, still come up with advocacy that no, there should be more intervention in this regard. But the one which we are saddled with presently is that of special public works. So I want to advise everyone, don't fall victim of any scam. Don't buy form from anybody. Don't be given any fake form to fill. Just watch out the media. Once we commence the process of giving the forms out of the application, you will definitely get it. And for the NDE, why the error that happened at the National Assembly happened, I want to believe we are not in the dark. It is all because the Honorable Minister insisted that it must be apolitical. And the NDE, National Directorate of Employment, is saddled to be in charge of employment, is actually under the supervision of the Honorable Minister, and they are fully involved in this. Definitely there will be some stuff that will be with the NDE. That will be with the NDE. But because of the COVID-19, we wouldn't want people to start rushing to NDE offices and at the end of the day not maintaining social distancing. These are part of the factors that have been looked into. But I want to tell the people that for those who want to apply, be rest assured it will get across to you through the clusters and even the local government. But one thing I cannot say all the unemployed youth in Ogun State will benefit. To say that is to deceive anyone. Because if we look at it, the statistics of unemployed youth may actually be millions, and at the end we only have about 20,000 to recruit. And among the 20,000, 20% of it is expected to be reserved for graduates who will work in the administrative aspect of it. And the monthly stipend that is to be given is 20,000 just from October. The program will run from October to December. That is the first phase of it. I wouldn't know if there will be any other extension. But
Alaji Olu Oyineye, as a public analyst and as someone who has been in the community listening to people about this, do you think the people really want this kind of initiative at this time of a COVID era? The federal government is saying that it is an initiative to get the youth involved or get the youth doing something this period. Do you think this initiative is needed, or it is what the youth needs?
Well, thank you very much. You know, I started earlier on that we have to thank the federal government for coming up with such initiative. And at this point in time, looking at the situation in the whole world, the youth needs such initiative. But my own concern is that what is federal government telling us? Federal government appointed empowers for over 2-3 years now. What is their fate? That is over 500,000 youths. The federal government is telling them that at the end of this month, they are going to be dispatched back to the community. What are they telling us? 1. 2, another batch of empower is coming now. They want to they want to employ over 400,000 youths. Over 3 million has applied for that. Looking at the number, what are they telling us? They have employed some people for over 2-3 years now. They are sending them back to the community. To do what? Now, this is another initiative now. Thank God the Comrade Forani has said it, that we don't know if there's going to be another phase. It's just between the month of October to December. Are you telling us that by January our youth should start building our houses? I mean, what are they talking about? You know, we are looking for the sincerity of purpose is the main issue for this matter. Well, we do it now because at least palliative measures were given to some people, and looking at the age range between 18 to 51. Are you telling us a 50-year-old man is a youth? If it is meant for youth, are you telling us a 50-year-old man is a youth? What is the age range of a youth in Nigeria? Are you with me? So all these things, where is the sincerity? We don't know where we are going. And now, Comrade has said that the form is yet to be given out. And by the time they start giving the form out, people should not be scammed. People should just get said that they will get the form through the clusters. Now we want to get 1,000 per local government. What is the yardstick, or what is the procedure to screen? Because what I know is that, let's use Abeokuta as a case study now. If they say Abeokuta South, youth should start coming for the form. I am sure we are going to have not less than 10,000 youths that will apply for it in this local government only. What is the yardstick for screening? How are we going to screen them? What you know, all these things. How are we going to know that you are the one that will get it, you are the one that will not get it? I know that is, well, every one of them are politicians, but I believe that's what Festus Keyamo SAN is trying to clarify with the Senate. Because I think the senator were trying to say that those things should be given to the senatorial districts, so they will know the appropriate youth to be given it to. And he was saying that because having done that, it will be given to the politicians. And we are not talking about politicians, we are looking for those that really need it. It's just a stipend of 20,000 per month for 3 months. It's just for empowerment. Some will be in administrative, some will be planting trees, some will be joining all these FEMA, those that were doing roads, FEMA, all those things, to do things. I know that's what they want to do, is just to give them, to empower them. Are you with me? But what of a graduate that you were employed to just empower for 3 months? After that 3 months, what do you expect that graduate to be doing? At least I watched a video on the social media where a copper was crying seriously. They said he was given discharge certificate. Be going home. He says, what is are they expecting her to go and do? To go and do at home. He should just continue getting his 33,000 alawi.
I'll still stay with you, Elijah. Why we can say that in some local governments you could even get about 10,000 youth who are unemployed. We can also say in some local governments you might not even get 1,000.
Definitely.
Because we know that there are stories that in some local governments they only come when federal allocation arrives. And of course the chairman and councillors come to distribute and move away again. So you look at this and you look at this sincerity. You want to say, well, is it not another way of just getting some people to just get free money?
Yes, because that is part of what we are saying. The federal government should sit down and have our data, our population number. we know that in some local governments, we are aware of that. In some local government, we can get over 10,000. Why in some local government, in fact, before we can get 500 in some local government, especially in the other side of this country. Are you with me? So, and if we are sincere, they are not supposed to say 700. They are supposed to divide it accordingly.
Using data.
Using data. Not that you say specifically 1,000 for each local government, where you know we are not going to get 200 unemployed youths. Let's use appropriate data, the data on ground. That, okay, with this local government, we know your own population. You are expected to give us like 300. Why we are expecting where the population where they have high number to jack it up small, so that it will go round.
But let me come in. You see, I wouldn't know by what I wouldn't know the data which we have based this agreement on, that we cannot get 1,000 unemployed youth in a particular local government. Okay. I wouldn't know, and I am not. I stand to be corrected. I cannot. Okay. And don't let us forget, it is not basically for the skilled. It is also for the unskilled, the artisans. All of them needs to. They can apply.
I was coming to that. You said some percentage are reserved for graduates.
Graduates.
I said, okay, we will do some office jobs.
Yes.
Which office jobs? Can't you just be specific? Are we not? Are these people that are going to be employed not going to be faced with menial jobs? Basically, do we have any existing office jobs that graduates will still do, even though it is just an harder thing?
Well, definitely. In the course of there are administrative assignments that will be and should be handled by the 20% graduates. So the administrative assignments are there for them to do. But the overall of it is a form of empowerment, an intervention.
Okay.
It is an intervention. It is not just money for the boys or to just take home without. It's just to be tagged with something that you should do this, you should do that. It is to cushion the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic that we have actually been faced with in this country. So I want to believe it will definitely go around. Like we may not talk of equitable distribution as far as this is concerned now. Why do I say this? In my state, Ogun State has 20 local governments. Kano State has about 44 local governments. Should I insist that it is the 1,000, it is the 20,000 that comes there that should go to Kano? There will definitely be a problem there. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. There will definitely be a problem. But going by it that let us have 1,000 per local government, I think is a very good idea. What we should be concerned about is those who are actually going to benefit from it. Are they really the unemployed who needs it, or those who are already having something doing and they feel that they have opportunity to get the form, and at the end of the day they still get benefit from? Those are the areas we are concerned about. And I want to say that we are going to be guided by the guidelines to ensure that the right people get it. And even as the Honorable Minister said, he doesn't want to make it to be political, that this and that. We still cannot leave out the political class in it, because they are representatives of the people, and many are also looking up to them for such.
Our undergraduates who will be forced to stay at home because of COVID-19, free to be part of this.
They are free. It does not require.
It should be like a holidays job.
Yeah,
too.
as a matter of fact, it does not. Even if you don't have education. Even if you don't have education, no education, you can participate. You have you have primary, you can participate. You have secondary, you are post-secondary, you are a graduate. Everyone can participate. In as much as you fall within that age range, you can participate, you can apply. So it is not, no one is being discriminated upon that. You should not.
Those that doesn't have bank accounts, how are they going to be regulated?
Definitely, for you to receive money, you must. It is not unconditional. It's not trader money. It's not unconditional transfer. Definitely, there will be need for you to have a bank account. We cannot say, it's not going to be by cash, okay, go and pay this, go and do that. And then we should also know that this is expected to have a positive impact on the economy of the state, because if it is going to be 20,000 per youth, per hour, per participant, that will be from every local government. You are saying that about we'll be expecting like 200 million going to each 200,000 going to each local government per month, and if you multiply that for the next 3 months, we'll be having about 1.2 billion coming into the economy of the state. So it will have an economic effect, a very positive one on the state. So what we just want to advise our people is that definitely this cannot accommodate everybody. It cannot accommodate all the unemployed. If I will not be mistaken, I can tell you the unemployed in my state here, from my own, from a kind of survey that we had some times ago, I will tell you, you can't get less than a million plus unemployed. So if you're coming up with an initiative that wants to accommodate just 20,000, it will be very unfair for you to give the impression that all the youths will will benefit from it. But we can only hope that more interventions will come. And for those who are going to participate in this, it is a very mega thing, but it is also an intervention that you could make one or two things from.
Well, the Ogun State version has not come up with the modus operandi, just like a member of the committee, Comrade Yinka Folari, has said. For now,
no, we have the modus operandi is definitely is already there, and what we have said, application is going to be through forms,
which is not out yet.
The forms are not out. It will, definitely in this time, maybe 1 or 2 days, the forms will be out, and you will get it through the various clusters that I've mentioned earlier. The market women will also have, even the NURTW, they have their representative there. So it will definitely go down. They will have some youths that are under them as well. Like I say, it's for everyone, artisans.
So that we take care. Okay, Charity, you will come up with your question. Let me just announce, tell our viewers that definitely this is not a discussion we should be doing alone, because this initiative is not
for the people.
It's for the people, and so many might not be too clear with it, or some who have a better opinion of how it should be carried out might want to be part of the program. So the phone lines will be on. If you have a question, Yinka Folari is here to take it on behalf of members of the committee, Ogun State Committee, on this special public work. That if you have an opinion, you don't need to actually just criticize for criticizing's sake. If you have an opinion, give constructive criticism or give an opinion on how it will be carried out, especially in Ogun State or from wherever you might go. Or what is it like if you are calling from outside Ogun State? You can be part of the program, and the number is on the screen. Charity, your question.
Yinka Folari, I was going to ask you that what areas of this empowerment program is the committee looking at? You know that some youths are not, they are not employed at all. Some are employed, but COVID-19 is making them sit at home. Are you looking at what they've already know how to do, or you want to train them afresh on some specific areas?
Yeah, thank you. What the initiative is about is this. For every local government, the committee will look at what projects can be embarked upon there. And it is that project, the recruitment for that local government will take care of. Let's say, for instance, now, we have cited that in Abeokuta South, there's need for us to go into an environmental-like project. Let us have tree plantings. So those that will be recruited from that area may actually go after that, or a percentage of them will go for such, while the other percentage will go for the cleaning of the environment. It could be bush burning bush burning on
I
highways.
understand. You said it was skilled and unskilled.
Unskilled.
Skilled can be a barber. It can be someone that makes the
But
hair.
basically for the unskilled. Let me use that. Basically for the unskilled. It does not necessarily matter you are this, you are that, but basically it's for the but artisans.
Okay.
You are a mechanic, you can apply. You are
Electrician.
electrician.
Mechanic is a skill.
You are the electrician, you can apply. You don't need to be a professional before you say you apply.
And if you get it does not mean you do your mechanic.
No, that you get it
based on
it is based on what is needed. Right. So what the community. So that is going to be the basis.
Okay.
So and I believe with that, it will take care of everyone that wants.
Okay, it's a form of miniature job.
Miniature jobs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's just
bush burning, bush clearing,
bush clearing,
Repairing the
street
poles and all that.
planting of trees,
Okay.
and so it's just
Based on community need.
community needs. So
Okay.
the committee will look at it, and based on that, the project.
Charity, can we take a call?
All
Let's see. Hello. Hello. All right. Let's see. Hello. Good morning. Hello. No. Is this call for us? Hello. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Your name?
My name is Nimota.
Nimota is calling from where?
From State.
Yeah. Go. Do you have a question for us?
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay, Nimota is not Charity playing with daddy's or mommy's phone. Let's before Charity throws our next question to Alhaji Oyeneye, we want to see if we can just take one or two calls on this issue. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Your name? We can hear you. Your name?
All right.
Okay, go ahead. We can't get that very well, but I know that you're talking holistic issue, and of course solve some issue, bring electricity, bring something so that those who are out of work might be able to use these social amenities and continue with their job. That's what I get. But let's get another clear call. Hello. Hello, good morning. Your name? From Ikorodu? Yes. Adeolu, go ahead. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's take one more call. I have a question that I want Nigerian to. All right. Let's take one more call here. Hello. 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 I mean, Comrade Folari has explained. Okay, let's see. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name quickly.
This is Kai calling from Mowe.
You're welcome.
When this the special works, I see that sometimes it still works one for this period. But I will suggest that why these people are 5% before the house and those who want to
get the form.
Okay, thank you very much.
Quickly, answer her.
Well, like I said, the clusters are represented at the committee level. Like for the market men and women association now, you have the Iyaloja, there's a Iyaloja that represent that, and it will actually get across to all the market leaders across the 3 senatorial districts. So through that, we can get the forms for those who falls in that that category. For the youth, they have their youth offices across. I know we have National Youth Council of Nigeria. So they are represented there. So they can get across. They have their offices. It does not necessarily need to be in the local government secretariat, but they have their offices. So also the Christian Association of Nigeria, they have their structure across the whole local governments and in the state.
I like
so
don't we run a risk? It might not be in this part of Nigeria where we know that, don't we run a risk of just having proxies? Just coming out, registering in the name of some people, just collecting free money, or just some youths just sitting around and collecting the money. Maybe it's an upgraded form of palliative, so to say, COVID-19 palliative. Because it could happen in some local government that for the 3 months, those employed or those who are going to benefit might not do anything and they collect the money.
Yes. We are running a risk, and it's very obvious. We have just coming up from COVID-19 lockdown and all those things. And we could see the way those lockdowns were observed in different parts of the country. Same thing applicable here in this case. When the federal government announced lockdown, I know in this part of this country, like southwest side, we observe it very well. But we are aware, and we saw it that over there, it was not observed as expected. So same thing applicable to this. They may get all this regulation for like 3 months and doing nothing. We know we are running a risk. That's why we are entertaining fear that, hey, in this country, are we still one? Are we still doing same thing? Because if an instruction will be given to the whole country, some parts will do it very well, while some will just do it the way they like. But when we are saying this for the federal government to know that all these things is known to every one of us, and they have to work on that. Well, we are all one Nigeria, and we believe we are all one youth serving this country. However, also, we should not say for over there. Here also, we can also play pranks. One person can also take 2, 3 remuneration.
Let me take it. In that regard, it is not going to be possible.
We're very happy. It is not possible.
It is not going to be possible. Just like one person cannot take money for 2 empower. It is not possible. The data will definitely be must have been obtained. So also in this regard as well, one person cannot take money for 2 because you would have been captured, and it is not an unconditional.
And we have to question that what of those that doesn't have bank account? For instance, if an undergraduate is going to be considered,
yes,
and that undergraduate does not have an account.
No, definitely an undergraduate. I wonder and I doubt if there will be any undergraduate in this era. No, I'm coming, Aladi. Any undergraduate in this era?
Maybe we should just say, if you don't have a bank account, don't come near.
What I feel is that definitely you must have a bank. You must have a bank account. Though that's
not all
because of the form
members have bank accounts.
You see, that's not all NURT. If it becomes a necessity for you to, then definitely you will know you should have it.
Yeah,
but I want to tell you that for transparency, you cannot say you should be handling cash and do also. So if it is a necessity, definitely is either that it will be demanded of them, or it will be the call on them for them to quickly do what is expected. And I only need to state here that it is irrespective of your race. It does not necessarily mean you are from Ogun State.
Okay.
Either you are an Hausa man,
where you reside.
It is just where you reside. We need not to discriminate. You are an Igbo man, you are an Hausa man, you are a Yoruba man. It is where you reside. So it is not about it is strictly for the indigenous. No.
That is what is.
Coming further, let me come in from there. we know it is a federal government initiative.
Yes.
What is the interference of the state government?
Well, thank you very much. Like I said earlier on, that the committee is being constituted by the federal government, and not without the input of the state. And the state government is equally represented on that committee, and that is why we have the chief of staff on that committee. So the state is definitely participating. The state is the host. Let me put it that way. The state is the host, while the federal government is the chief host of the program. So the state is equally participating, and we are from Ogun State. Those who are selected on the committee are from Ogun State, and I will tell you the interest of having it done properly will definitely be there, and it's definitely there for us.
Okay, let's take a few more reactions, one or two. Hello? No, not you again. Of course, I know that voice. Playing pranks. We just, all right, let's see. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name, sir?
This is
From where?
from Ogun State.
Yeah, you're welcome to the program. Go ahead.
Please, how old are required to apply?
From 18 to 51.
18 to 51, between 18 and 51.
Between 18 and 51.
18 to 51.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
you.
I'm sorry, please.
No,
What are the requirements?
It does not actually need much requirement. As long as you are Nigerian, you don't need. It does not necessarily need educational qualification. But if you have, you indicate.
And it does not really matter where you come from. Once you reside in Ogun State, you are free to benefit from it in
And you
Ogun
must not be a
State.
civil servant.
Thank you very much.
Abi?
Definitely, you must
Of
not be a
course.
civil servant.
Of
You
course,
must
you must not be a
be
civil
in the
servant.
category of the unemployed.
You were saying something
you.
the other time, Comrade Folari, about the government interference on the committee. Are you saying the government will not have any input aside having a member from the executive in the committee? What is their input?
Well, like I said, government is definitely the host.
We know.
The state government is the host of the program. And talking of the distribution of the slots as well, the state government has a role to play there. And for it to get spread to the local government, like I said, the elected officials have their own slots, which will be distributed through their various constituencies. So it is also part of the state government input. So the state government is the host for this program, and they are fully in.
Let's take this last contribution as far as phone calls is concerned before we begin to wrap up. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. What, your name? Sinuke from Kwai Road. Yeah, go ahead. You have a question you want to contribute?
My question is that how can we get the form? If I want to collect the form, how can we get the form back?
Well, I think, all right.
I think she's
That's
talking
all.
about individual.
The form will be available in few days' time. It will definitely be communicated through the media once it is out. In few days it will be out, and we will communicate it. We'll communicate.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Your name?
My name is Tolu
From where?
from Agado.
Go ahead.
Go
Quickly.
ahead.
Hello, Tolu. Go ahead.
I'm fine.
Go ahead with your question or contribution. All right. I'm not sure the Tolu is okay.
It's ready. So, Laji, what do you think the youth should do now? There is opportunity for them to come in.
Yes, so, you know, the federal government has come up with, they came up with an initiative now to empower youth for at least for 3 months. I want to implore the youth to come up, and they should also be sincere. You know, we have said it that there is no sincerity or purpose from the government, we youth also, the followers, we should be sincere to ourselves. We should go there. Those of us that has nothing to do should go and apply. But those of us that has gotten something, one or two things to do, should step back to give room for those that need it.
Quickly before we go, some traditional rulers are part of the committee.
Yes.
What is expected to be their roles?
Well, as I said, it is expected to go through the, to spread across the grassroots, and the role of the traditional rulers is actually inevitable if you have to get things done even to the ground. So traditional rulers are also going to be a channel to also reach the grassroots in the distribution of the funds and getting the applicants involved.
Does it mean once you get the form, you are going to get employed? Or the forms are get...
That's the first step.
Well, there's going to, we are going to screen.
Let's look at it this way. You are employing 1,000 in Abeokuta South.
Yes.
How many forms are going to be out?
Well, for now, I cannot tell you this is the actual statistic of forms that will be out. But what I am sure of is that there's going to be screening of the applicants.
Because if there are too many forms and too many applicants, that brings the issue of a problem for screening too.
Yes, that is why the application is not just going to be just pick and believe it is
done.
It is
a
done.
Done deal.
That is why it is to go through the clusters. Like the traditional rulers now, should you give to a traditional ruler,
to be sure that
even
those who
from where
actually
you are
got
putting the
it,
form,
identify.
they should be able to identify, okay, I am so-so, so this is what I do, this is what I, before they will get it. So we will definitely get the right set of people to participate
Before
in the
we
program.
go, I would just want to use this medium to intimate our federal government and state government that we should update our data. If the data is being updated, I think all this problem will not be facing it. Update in the sense that our unemployed youth should have data with federal governments. They should create an agency for them. As soon as you are unemployed, go there, register, so that, you know, if such is on ground, all these things will be done. You know, you have a very pertinent question, that how many forms is it going to be given?
Alaji, you see, in as much as I will agree with you on that, you see, to get the actual statistic of unemployed now, we cannot even say, because even some who feels they are still employed might have lost their job in the course of the COVID-19.
Anyway, we want to wish you well.
We have to. It is very, very necessary.
We want to wish you well, especially members of the Ogun State Committee on Special Public Works, and of course, the best of luck to those who want to be part of the. It's a good one, good initiative from the federal government, and of course,
and to be a good ambassador.
Yes, for the state. I want to thank you very much, Comrade Yinka Folari, a member of Ogun State Committee of Special Public Works, and of course, Alhaji Rahman Oluhoyeneye. We want to also thank you for having time to come. That's how it's going to be on today's edition of the program. Wednesday edition of the program, Newdawn with Charity James and Akim Aketunde. Definitely. We'll be here again next Wednesday, God willing. But of course, we can begin to say happy Idio Kabir in advance to our viewers, because by the time we come back, you must have distributed your meat. But of course, you can be sure Charity will still get mine too.
I must get mine.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Wednesday.
So we'll see you next week.